Keep me where the stars are found. It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be testing and reviewing the Lash Beauty Spice Palette. Now I haven't tested this out or tried it yet. I've been waiting for this video to do that. So I did swatch a couple of the shades when it first came in because I just couldn't resist. But other than that, I haven't actually put it on my face. I wanted to wait for this video so I could test it out in front of the camera so you guys could see how it applies. I'm going to swatch it for you guys as well, just so you guys can see if this is something you'd be interested in purchasing. But anyways, guys, I did swatch this, so I will show you the swatches right now. I'm really excited to see how these shadows apply. They look beautiful on the palette. I don't know how they're gonna look on the eye yet. I guess we will find out. The main reason I bought this palette was because I thought that the range of colors was beautiful. If you know me in person, you know that I love red eyeshadow. And it can be kind of hard to find good red eyeshadow or a good palette that has a nice variety of reds. So I saw this palette and I was like, okay, I have to get this because it has such beautiful reds. As you can see here, it has reds and oranges and yellows, which go great together, of course, and then it has all your purple shades down here. I just think this palette is perfect for fall in general. Now, this brand that sells these palettes, Lash Beauty, is a UK brand, so they're shipping their products from the UK. So if you're ordering from the US, then your palette is obviously, or whatever you're getting, is going to take longer to come in, of course. I think it was around 10 to 14 days that they said on their website if you were ordering from the US. And I think I got mine in about 11 days or so. It wasn't bad. It was working days, by the way, so they don't count the weekends. So if you're ordering from the US, of course this is a UK site, so the prices are in pounds and not US dollars. So if you are in the US and you're planning to buy this palette, then you're going to want to calculate the amount that you're actually going to be spending on the palette from pounds to US dollars. I have the site right here on my iPad, and I will insert images into the video so you guys can see. So on the site, it's lickandlashbeauty.co.uk, and their Lash Spice palette says it is 24 pounds. So if you calculate that to US dollars, it comes out to be $32.96. So it is more expensive than you would think. When I first ordered, or was about to order this palette, I noticed the pound sign next to it. So I noticed it pretty much right before I placed my order. So I went to Google and I put it in to see how much it would be in US dollars, and it was more expensive. But either way, I was still getting this palette because I just could not resist. This palette is too nice. The shipping as well is in pounds, so the shipping was $9.99 for the US. So I put that into Google as well, and it comes out to be $13.20. So in total, this palette was $46.16. I don't think that is too bad of a price range for this palette in particular. I haven't tested it out yet, so I can't be sure. But for the amount of product you're getting, I think it is a pretty good investment. So I'm just going to go in and show you guys what the packaging looks like. So that is the packaging on the outside. It's pretty simple, but it is really nice. It's pretty nice looking. The back just has all of the ingredients listed. So when you open it up, it has a really nice big mirror here that you can use. And there are all of the shades. Just to let you guys know, this is not sponsored. I kind of just wanted to do a review because I figured you guys would enjoy seeing a review on this before you purchase it, because I tried to find a review myself on YouTube before I purchased this palette, but I really didn't find too many. So I figured I would review it myself. So now comes the part that I'm so excited for. I can finally test this out on my eyes. I have been waiting to try this. It was really hard to wait to do this video before doing a look with this, but I really wanted you guys to kind of experience testing it out with me. I'm definitely going to create a red eye look because you guys know I've been waiting to test out these red shadows. So I think I'm gonna start off by taking the shade Peach and applying that all over the lid and crease as a transition shade. I am using the Morphe M441 brush to do that. Alright, so that is definitely very pink. It looks more pink than it does in the palette, but that's okay. It's still a beautiful shade. So I'm also going to go in with the shade Salmon as another transition shade over this one. So that's definitely applied beautifully so far. Very pigmented. I haven't had to pick up a lot on my brush. I'm really excited to see how the red shades apply. Now I'm going to go in with this Morphe M504 brush. It's a big fluffy blending brush. I'm going to apply the shade Girlfriend all over as well. Okay, it is definitely more pink than it is red. Like when you look at it in the palette, it looks like a brick red shade. Shade Girlfriend is right here. It does look a lot more pink on the eye, I think. Maybe if you were to build the shadows like the shade Garnet and Girlfriend and the orange shades together, it would create more of a red shade. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm going to take my NYX blending brush and go in with the shade Garnet, which is more of a bright red shade, and see if that kind of helps to tone out the pink color of the shade Girlfriend. I definitely was expecting it to look more red. Even when you swatch it, it does look red, but for some reason on the eye it blends out more of a pink tone color. But like I said, I'm going to go in and try to take some of the shade Garnet and see if that kind of tones out the pink. So it is still definitely giving off a very pink tone. That's kind of disappointing. I really wanted to try to find some very nice red shades of eyeshadow. Other than that, I really do like the way it applies and the way it goes on. The color is just kind of a little disappointing considering I was looking for more of a red eyeshadow. But I'm gonna see what I can do with this look. I think I'm going to take some of the shade Fire just to kind of test it out. This is the more bright orange shade, and I'm going to apply that more near my brow bone. I'm going to take a very, very slight amount of that just to kind of blend it together with the red. So to deepen this up a little bit, I think I'm going to take a bit of the shade Rocky and apply that to my outer corners and blend it into my crease. I'm going to use the Morphe M433 brush. And to smoothen up that blend a bit more, I'm going to go back in with my M441 brush. Okay, so that definitely helped to deepen up the look a bit. This is obviously looking very dramatic. So I think I'm just going to go in and do a very dramatic cut crease because why not? I'm going to go in and take some Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This shadow obviously is very pigmented, as you can see, because it is blending a lot with the concealer. My concealer has now turned pink as well, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. Alright, and there we have one dramatic cut crease done, and I'm just gonna do the other eye. Okay, so what I'm gonna attempt to do is like a sunset eye, maybe? I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of the shade Portland and see how that goes. I'm gonna use the Morphe M562 brush. And then I'm gonna go in with a bit of the shade Fire as well. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Girlfriend at the end here. I'm actually going to apply just a bit of the shade Mustard on top of this orange shade right here. And I'm also going to take a bit more of the shade Rocky and apply that on the outer corner to blend all of this together. I'm also going to take that shade and put it above where I cut my crease to add more definition. Okay, I'm just going to do the same to the other eye and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, well this went from a crazy hot pink eye to this, I guess. I mean, it came out really nice. The shadows definitely blend together very well. I really like the yellow shade Mustard. That applied very well, very pigmented for a yellow shade for sure. So far, I really do love this palette. It definitely has really good color payoff. Like, all the shades go together very well. They all blend together really smoothly. Yeah, the only complaint so far that I have is that the red shades do not look red. They're definitely more of a pink tone. I think I'm actually going to add a little bit of glitter where this cut crease is. I love a glitter cut crease. So I'm going to take a little bit of Stilo Glitter and Glow Liquid Shadow in the shade Gold Goddess and apply that right where the line of my concealer is. Okay, so that definitely spiced up the look a lot more. Get it? Spice. Spice palette. Need to not make jokes. Alright, so now I'm just going to continue with some eyeliner and falsies. This stuff is crazy pigmented. It's tinting my concealer when I'm trying to clean it up. But I mean, who can complain about a pigmented eyeshadow? Only you, Jessica, only you. Okay, so eyeliner and lashes are on. These are Cocoa lashes in the style Amore, by the way. And now I'm just going to go in with a bit of the shades Girlfriend and Garnet on my lower lash line. And now with a little smudger brush, this is the Morphe M213, I'm going to take a bit of the shade Rocky and apply that right on my lower lash line and smoke it out a bit. And now I'm just going to line my waterline with a bit of Milani Supreme Cold Kajal eyeliner. And now I'm just taking some Maybelline The Falsies mascara and applying that on my lower lashes. And to finish off this look, I'm taking a bit of Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nosferatu. Oh, and real quick, I'm just going to use the Morphe 35F palette and take a highlighting shade from there and apply that to my inner corners and brow bone. And that is the finished look using the Lick & Lash Beauty palette. So my final thoughts and review on this palette, I definitely think this is a really high quality palette. I think there's a lot of nice shades in there that you can do a lot of different looks with. The shadows are definitely very, very pigmented. They blend out really, really well on the eye. All the colors go together very well. You definitely get a lot of product, so that's good as well. Now the only real disappointment I had with this palette was the fact that the red shades are more pink toned than they are red. Now I don't know if on camera it looks as pink as it does in person. I would have to look at the footage to know that, but I know that when I look in the mirror right now, it's definitely giving off more of a pink look, which is definitely disappointing because I mainly bought the palette because I wanted the red shade. But other than that, I love this palette. I love the way the shadows apply and blend together. I love how pigmented it is. I'm definitely going to be using this a lot, even though the reds aren't what I really wanted them to be. But either way, I definitely love this palette and I will be reaching for this quite a bit in my upcoming videos and tutorials. So do I think you guys should go out and buy this? Well, that's totally up to you. If you like the shades that you see, if you like a lot of pigment in an eyeshadow, then definitely I think it's a pretty good deal for the price. Now if you're ordering this just because of the red shades, then I would say it's probably going to be a slight bit of a disappointment to you just because of the fact they are more pink toned than red, but you can do a ton of different looks with this palette, and even though they are more pink toned, they are very vibrant on the eye, and the orange shades and the yellow shades are really, really good. Also, the purple shades are great, they're great for fall. So overall, I think this palette is a good investment. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this helped you decide whether or not you want this palette. I try to be as informative as possible, and I try to incorporate as many of these shades into my look as possible so you guys could see how they all apply on the eye. Of course, I can't use every single shade in this one eye look, but I promise you guys I will definitely be using this palette in future looks, so I will be testing out more of the shades on camera so you can see how they apply as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified of all of my upcoming videos where I might be using this palette. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!